Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy New Year. With New Year comes new goals. With new goals comes planning. So today I'm going to have an exercise that you guys will see with my team, an exercise on how to manage time. Now, our team, our two businesses have a lot of big goals, but we have to break down those goals so we learn how to achieve them. And we need to start with the basics. How are we freaking managing our time? What are we doing with our 8, 10, 15 hours of the day? So today, I'm going to have a little exercise on how to manage time, and everybody except one person who's not here will do the exercise with us. Now, I did not make the exercise on my own. This is not, I didn't create this. Chris Doe from the future, that's his company, from the future, he's not from the actual future, is the one who created this little exercise. So I'll link down the video to that below. All I'm doing is implementing this exercise with my team. I really liked the exercise when I first saw it, and so I want to try it for myself, and then I want to see how they react to it. So you'll see their reactions. You'll see if it makes sense for them, if I'm explaining it well, and I mean, overall, we just want to get down to the bottom of how we're gonna get to our goals and break down the times. And I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys like it, watch the video I link down below so you guys can take action on it, learn how it works out, but you guys get to see how it works with our team. So hope you guys have a good start to the year, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, and then you just wouldn't.
Choyas is being a pussy right now, bro.
Why?
Hey, Jesus, I heard you won in FIFA?
I skunked them, bro. I skunked them 3-0.
Those games where you just get fucked, but it's you know who wins overall. Like, you know that.
I feel like I had
The thing is, I'm having those moments more often now.
See, the thing with Jesus is that he fluctuates, bro. It's not consistent.
Ooh, it's true.
I might have to agree with him.
I have to agree with that too.
Kyle?
There's a big key on consistency.
Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that 100%.
I guess you just gotta keep this shit going.
Meeting.
Alright.
That's why I came here. I didn't want to start with, like, you know, talking about how the new year was and just everything since we weren't here, but I don't want to do that now since Seth isn't here and since we are kind of running on limited time. But I didn't want to go over that. I hope you guys had a, good Christmas, good New Year. Excited for the new year, and with that comes new goals. So I sent you guys. Did people think about their goals?
I did.
Choyas?
I did. Limited time, a little limited.
A little limited there.
Yeah.
But
You should have.
but you should have already had goals.
Yeah. Sure.
To the camera, I guess, tell them your goals. Whether it's 1 goal, 2 goals, or 3 goals.
And
explain or no?
could they? I don't know, like short term, long term, or just literally anything.
Goals for this year.
But it could be in the next month.
Yeah, it could be like a next month goal, like this week goal, like this whole year kind of thing.
Okay.
This whole year.
Personal, business, whichever.
Yeah, personal, business.
Okay, so one is to gain 10 pounds.
Ooh.
So, going to the gym more constantly. So another one is obviously being able to communicate better. And the third one is finishing those emails for the...
My goals?
Yes, Choyas, goals.
Came up with 2. 1, stay consistent with the gym 3 times a week. And 2, build 4 websites for our clients. At least 4.
Whoa.
Okay, that's for the year, just 4 year long.
websites.
Okay. I'll put a 0 right next to it. Okay, I have 3 goals, I guess. My first goal is I have a powerlifting meet in March back in Austin, Texas, and pretty much there, I want to meet my goals for my big 4 lifts: bench, deadlift, squats, and overhead press. I have specific numbers that I want to meet, and I want to be able to hit those during my meet. After that, I want to transition into more performance training and do a obstacle course, like Spartan race Tough Mudder. I want to do one of those. And then the third one would just be hit our business goals. You know what we talked about. Hit our business goals.
So that's like my first goal too, is that to hit our goals with our business, which we already laid out. And then number 2, I want to be off social media more, because I want to, how do I say this? I spend so much time on social media that it's useless. So like right now I may be like spending 6 hours. And so like I want to figure out a healthy number, you know, where I'm like, I'm not abusing it. And then number 3, I want to have like more personal time just for me to spend time with myself and with my friends, and just have a little bit more fun, because I pretty much work every day. And so those are my goals.
Sorry, where do you check how much time you're spending?
Settings.
Go to screen time.
If you don't have it on, you're fine.
So yeah, now guys, we're basically going. What time is it? We have a game. We have a game in like 50 minutes. Oh, Kyle!
Oh yeah.
Kyle! Switch the camera. Switch the camera.
That you're gonna escape this?
Okay. Go ahead, bro.
So my goals would be to participate in an Ironman sometime this year.
Oh, goddamn!
Second goal would be to work on like a really big project with the client that has like a huge budget, like maybe like a bunch of like a big crew, props, all that type of stuff.
Damn. I'm down.
And then the third one is just to travel at least once outside the U.S.
Oh, nice. That's a good goal, bro. Okay.
Ambitious.
I'm
more ambitious than us, bro.
Alright, so these are literally.
I'm like telling my goals to have personal time. This is honestly, guys, like this is just like giving you guys the little tools for you to apply. So whenever you guys like, this is more about managing time. So once you do have another goal, you'll be able to come back to this and then be like, okay, I have this new goal or whatever thing that I'm gonna do, and this is how I can kind of break it down and see how I'm going to reach that goal.
Okay.
Because Ryan, I don't know if I'm getting too ahead of myself, but what you'll be doing is just getting a screenshot of like what your day looks like, and we'll use these as this could be 1 hour slots. This could be 30-minute slots, and you'll look, or other way, but you'll look at what you're doing on a daily basis and just kind of get like a screenshot of what your typical day looks like.
So that's how we're gonna start it off. So you kind of said it backwards, since we have more pink than orange.
True.
And we'll probably
Use more pinks.
we'll probably use more pinks. This will mark an hour of your time. One sticky note. So you guys are gonna tell me how many hours of the day you are awake. Okay, and then split your week however you want to split it. So I'll give, for example, Choyas. You work like what, 5 days out of the week at Target, and then the other 2 days you don't work, right? So that's how you would split your week: 5 days Target, and then 2 days not Target. So that's how you would split it. So split it to your own, you know. You do Postmates like every day, so then every day include Postmates. You know, let it be like customizable to what you are. Okay.
I crack. No, bro, es algo más grande.
Wait, para que lo vea la cámara.
No, es que look at his font, bro. Those are ants.
Show that shit, Kyle.
I write like that, dude.
No, but write it big so people can see it.
Jesus.
What does my thing look like? I kind of feel like that TikTok right now.
Saturdays?
Oh, dude.
But, like,
Choyas,
what do you do in your free
definitely
time?
get like 30 minutes after work just on your bed.
Oh, bro. I got chill on there. I got chill on there.
I run a multi-million-dollar company, guys. Camera. No, but definitely like going through it makes you really think like, oh, you know, what is it that I do in my day? And it's a little bit hard to know exactly what is it that you do. And breaking it down like specific. This is the hardest one. No, for
Facts,
real,
bro.
for real.
Facts.
Are your potatoes?
Oh! 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 Legend has it that some people have a daily dose of something.
I get 30 minutes
shit,
set. Bro, it's funny, I was just thinking that.
Really?
Get out of me.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I won't.
Bro, I'm surprised I'm clueless right now.
Towards the end, I feel like that's when it gets hard. Like the beginning's easy, I feel. Hey, what am I shaking?
No, güey, se ve muy pobre esto.
No mames, güey.
They're fucking good though.
I mean, yeah, I don't doubt they're good, but no sé, échate tantita meat, bro.
Oh, está bien.
Oh, so that was just extra. Míralo, they committed to his goals, bro.
Starting, bro.
Putting up those
Shit.
Okay.
Are we going, Cal? Switching, 3, 2, 1.
So I have 7 hours. of
Go over like his head, Cal, so you can see like
7 hours of driving.
7. So you got one average day.
So, how many hours do you sleep? Just to
8.
get it. 8, so you have 16, right? Okay.
Yeah. And then I go 2 hours at the gym. A
Okay.
lot of times, but I only go-
Driving, being
Yeah.
there, okay.
3 hours on social media. I'll say more, but I do it between these hours. 1 hour shower.
A la madre, the water bill.
The water.
That's where it goes.
No, I mean like
brushing
bathroom,
teeth, like everything.
Yeah, everything. Lunch, breakfast, and snacks. 1.5 hours.
Oh, that was nice.
And
I just
then
go eat.
Yeah, just put eat too.
and then 2 hours on AGC influencers. That's what I'm doing.
1, 7,
8, 9.
8, 9, 10, 11,
It's 16.5.
13.
14.5.
And then 16 now.
16.
So you're doing some of these things while sleeping?
Because you said 16 and a half, right?
You have 16 hours. Why do you have 16 and a half?
What? I don't get it.
So you said you're awake 16 hours, right?
Yeah.
But this sums up to 16 and a half. Right?
Uh-huh. No, I don't know.
Bro, what's happening? Okay,
Bro,
Christian.
You sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours.
So that means that leaves you 16 hours of your day.
And right here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 and a half.
Yeah.
You have 16 hours of the day that you're awake.
Yeah.
How can you
have 16 and a half? You should have 16 here.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
So like you either have to
Yeah,
break
yeah.
something down, so like this could be
Yeah,
just
no.
a half, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. I got it now.
No, I was crazy.
I was just...
No, me crack.
Well, obviously we didn't explain this exercise well.
I mean, I said it before we even.
Kyle, did you do this task correctly?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of did it correct.
Okay, so this is my. I'll go first. I'll go first. God damn it! I divided my week into like 2 separate average days. So on the weekends, basically Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I drive Uber at night. So what I would do on those days is I'll drive Uber for about 6 hours, and then I'm on my phone for about 2 hours. YouTube for an hour, talking just like with Isaac is probably like an hour, or a Christian. I eat for an hour and a half, and dude, like, I waste time for like 2 hours. Like on the weekends, bro, I just get like super like since I'm tired of it, like I get home from driving Uber like at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. So I'll wake up like late, like it's just a bad. It just kind of
8 hours.
it kind of goes downhill. Yeah, I still sleep 8 hours. But I just like waste a bunch of time just because I feel like shit. And then I self-care for an hour. Now on the other days it changes more. I talk more with Isaac. 2 hours. I eat a little bit more just because I'll actually like cook. Like maybe on the weekends I'll like go out, so that'll save me a little bit of time. Gym. I said it here too, but I just go to the gym 2 hours. Social media, I put 1 hour, which I kind of feel like it should be more, but whatever. But I kind of goes down with these two, you know. So I'll do YouTube, like I put educate, so like I'm getting educated on YouTube, and then for YouTube I'm also putting entertainment, and then I put work for our social media agency, and then 3 hours. And then work for the bike business, I put 1 hour. And then I really can't sleep at night. So sometimes I'll do work, or sometimes I'll just be watching YouTube content. And then just like my self-care, you know, brushing teeth, showering, all that. 1 hour.
So I sleep.
Intense as you see here with the team. A very intense exercise. Some got it, some others decided to create more time.
out of nowhere.
So now, I mean, how was it, Choyas? Would you say this was a difficult task?
Yeah, it's like I feel like you definitely just lose track, or like when you're missing time. Like at the end, like at the beginning, it's easy.
Yeah.
And then once you get to a point where like, all right, I'm missing like 3 hours, 4 hours. You're like, what the
do I
fuck
do?
do I do for that much time?
Yeah.
Like, what do I do?
And I think what happens there, guys, is the reason why it was easy for Choyas from the beginning is because he has a structure.
Yeah.
You know, he has a structure. He knows like what he's doing for those times. But when he doesn't have that structure, it's just kind of all over the place. And since he doesn't, and this is why again this is supposed to help you, because now this is supposed to give you structure and know what am I going to do in my parts of the day. Whereas right now, everybody, you know, when you wake up or you get out of work or whatever, you're just kind of like, like whatever's thrown my way, I'll kind of do that.
The other reason why this is helpful is because now that you know, and this is why the sticky notes are so helpful, because now for the new goals that you have for 2020, it's easy to just, okay, I see where my time is, and okay, I want to devote 2 hours
Whoa. You're getting ahead of the
Well, kind of talking about why this
saucy.
is beneficial, because you're able to, because you mentioned at the beginning, like, you're able to apply this into whatever goal you have. You're able to apply those sticky notes and remove time and make new time for the new goals.
Yeah, I mean, I can just explain it, but so now the next step, because we kind of got this, and since we're pretty much have to get ready for a game, this won't end tonight. So, like starting tomorrow, look at how you spend your day, and track your hours. See what is it that you're doing, and then just kind of compare it to what you have right now, and see if there's, you know. Try to see if you can be a little bit more specific. I know Choyas, you said you wanted to get more specific with it.
For sure.
So try to get a little bit more specific, you know, time stuff or whatever. And then what we will do tomorrow at the end of the day is like, okay, now we're going to look at our goals. And so how much time do we need to devote that? But that will be the next step. Right now we're going to go play our game. And we're going to just look at our time. And well, tomorrow we're going to look at our day, see how it can be more specific, and then we'll adapt to that. Hey guys, it is day 3, day 2, I don't know. It's the second day of us planning our days and how we're going to implement our goals. Where we left off was that the guys...
That wasn't obvious.
They were supposed to write down their days, because again, we just took a screenshot. We just thought about what our day was, but they were supposed to record what they actually did in the days to see how this would match. And they were given how many days?
3?
3 days. They were given 3 days.
Yeah.
They were given 3 days.
Because it's Monday.
To write down what they were doing, and I want to ask the guys if they recorded what they were doing for 3 days.
I did.
Right?
I record my daily.
I did for 1 day.
1 day.
I got them all.
So now, why didn't you record it for all 3?
I kind of just did it for 1 day and then thought that was good enough.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
When you told us to record our day, like I was like, all right, yeah, I'll record my day.
Now, you were the one who said that you kind of wanted to do it for each day, like the day that you don't go to work, the day that you do work, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So you were the one who said that you wanted to do it like that.
I did, but I kind of got it all in here, bro.
That's Choyas, bro. Hell no.
I took mental notes. But
So, yeah, I mean, I bet if we were to ask you right now, write down your days, you would struggle again. Whereas us,
it would take a little bit longer.
yeah.
So now, pretty much, once you have the screenshot, I mean, actually before that, then you want to match up your goal. I mean, you want to match up your day
days.
and see how you did it.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that right now, and then we'll just kind of give an overview of if it matches or if it does not match.
To see if you make adjustments.
Yeah, to see if you make any adjustments on your schedule. Okay, so tell us what was inaccurate, what was accurate. Like, what did you see? Like, what were your insights?
My insights were I completely has like 2 different schedules in a week because of the gym. I usually go to the gym. I started going to the gym in the morning, so I only go 3 times a week, and I go to the gym in the morning, and then the next day I don't. So I have
So
that
that's
time.
how you separate them?
Yeah.
Like when you go to the gym and when you don't go to the
Exactly.
gym? Okay. Okay.
And so I was thinking, because today I did Postmates in the morning, and I noticed that it was a good day. So I'm thinking the days I don't go to the gym, I'm doing Postmates in the morning, and then the days that I go to the gym, I go to do Postmates in the afternoon.
Okay, so now, I mean, from what you do have though, what you do have,
Postmates is the same.
Postmates is the same one. Like,
Gym, it's only 3 days.
So as far as the activities, you got them pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
You-
they're similar.
they
And
wouldn't
then
change
social
then?
media, huh?
They wouldn't change then? You wouldn't change?
And then social media, it's not like I take 3 hours on just social media.
Yeah.
I usually eat and
And you're on
social media, or I'm Postmates. I'm doing Postmates and I'm on when I'm waiting for the food. You know,
Right.
stuff like that.
Okay. So, what were your goals?
My goals, one of them was to gain 10 pounds for the gym, and the other one was to get better at my communication. So I've been reading a lot more.
Do you have communication on your sticky notes?
No, I don't.
So that's where,
Yeah, that's where I
would
can
add. So now the next step is, what from there are we going to remove?
I would say social media.
Social media, yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, also like you're not spending that time
Yeah.
on
Exactly.
social media, you know.
And then, I would say the times I'm not in the gym, I could do like anything with reading or writing.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's one of them. Then social media. Then doing work with social media, the influencers, and getting.
I have those agencies.
Okay. Sounds good. Choyas?
Mine was pretty accurate, like all the way through, honestly. Except for, I would like, you know how you said the social media thing?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I wouldn't really put that I spend an hour on Twitter and then an hour on YouTube, just because like I do that when I'm eating,
Exactly.
like, or when I'm about to go to bed, you know, like yeah, stuff like that. But everything, work, 8 hours, well, like a little bit more, but other than that, chill. It was literally the exact same thing, but just maybe some things like 15 minutes or like
Just left. Right.
yeah. But like other than that, like the exact same schedule, and yeah, literally like the exact same thing. So I'd say mine's like really accurate.
Okay. Okay. And then Isaac.
Mine was pretty accurate too, as far as the activities that I have. We've been having some meetings as of, lately, the last couple of days. So, those are just kind of like, I wouldn't put, an hour for meeting every single day.
Right.
So it's not
But it's an hour of
consistent.
work. What do
But
you mean?
but it's an hour of work. So I would say, pretty consistent. I think I have the same. I followed the activities that I wrote down.
Gotcha. For me, I feel like I'd still need to like look at it because I wrote down I have 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
so I'd have to like look at it to see to the T because I just saw these again, so I wouldn't have the best idea. But again, like I said, the next step after this, guys, is to see if it does matches, and then once you do have that, then you write down the goals. So for example, Isaac, I know you have one goal, which is to write more, right?
Yeah.
How much time?
Well, that's a new goal that I didn't mention it
yes.
in the previous day, but yesterday I was talking to Jesus, and we said we should probably be writing more, and we decided to set that as a goal.
Yes, so we're going to write more for how much?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. And so the next step, grab our orange sticky notes. And we're gonna, then Isaac, what he has to do here is just find where is he going to take out 30 minutes to put the time for writing.
I mean, one thing that kind of whenever I watch Netflix, I would say and I haven't been doing it lately. I kind of just been eating without doing anything, just eating. So I would, in the last 3 days, I haven't watched. Looking at my activities, I haven't watched Netflix.
Oh, boom.
So
That hurt.
right?
That hurt crack.
That hurt me, bro.
Netflix is a shit.
Okay. So 30 minutes. Here we come. Writing. Right there. Boom.
What was another goal of yours that you had?
The other one was we did mention doing more TikTok videos. Because the other two that I have is sticking to our business goals, which is just following.
Now here's gonna be my personal question towards Isaac. Do you feel like you need to add more work time into your day to reach those goals?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
For our goals, 4 hours per day will get you there. 5?
5. Yeah, I believe so. I've been finishing the task.
Interesting.
I would just say, because the other two task goals that I have is gym, which I already have, and then and it's not like, again, I don't want to get caught up on this is when I work, because technically when we have conversations, we're kind of like working on things. It's not, yeah, I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm getting my tasks done that I have to do for work.
Okay. So would you say, I mean, it seems like, would you guys say that you guys found this exercise valuable?
For me, it was helpful because, like I said, I didn't notice I had 2 different sides of my week. You know, I go to the gym just 3 times, and it's literally 2 hours. So I was thinking, you know, those 2 hours that I don't go to the gym, I could do something, you know, with my goals to reach. And now I'm more self-aware of like what I'm doing and the time that I'm doing it at.
Perfect. Choyas?
I'd definitely say it helps in that it made me more self-aware. Like, it actually got me thinking. Like, like for example, even just like small things, like I would joke around just saying like when you would say like go do this or something, or like eating, or I'd be like, that's 30 minutes, bro. That's time management, you know. Like, but it got me thinking about it, you know. So like, I think it made me pretty self-aware. I think in terms of this though, I mean, I kind of had it like I said, it was pretty accurate. So like, I feel like I had a good idea.
Yeah, for me, this like the whole, I don't know if I found it super useful. I feel like it's a little bit hard just because like, at least for me personally, my days could change. So it's very hard to just say, you know, like, I'm going to give it this time, etc., etc. But what it did help me on, and I spoke about it with Isaac yesterday, and I'll let him explain it because he was the one who told me, because I was feeling this, but then he just explained this so well on what he enjoyed through the process of us tracking our time, because I tracked my time for all 3 days, and so did Isaac. And yeah, what did you tell me yesterday?
So one of the things that when we first, I guess, started on this journey of trying to better ourselves and starting our business, you go on YouTube, you go on Google, and you try to find ways to maximize your time, to not waste it. And a lot of times you hear people saying, oh, you need to plan your days ahead of time. So I just remember myself at night writing down what I assume my day would look like for the next day. And I would just feel very like stressed.
Constrained?
Yeah, very constrained, just trying to figure out, you know, what will my day actually look like. And
it's like you're just guessing.
Yeah, you're just kind of guessing. Obviously, you have some tasks that, like, for example, going to the gym or eating, etc. But as far as the specific tasks that go in between those activities, you're trying to guess. And when the next day comes, I would find myself just kind of like rushed and feeling constrained about my time and just trying to finish every task, because if I didn't, then I would feel like I'm getting behind on my next task. And I stuck with it because that was kind of like the thing that you had to do. But I always thought, man, there has to be a better way for me to manage my time without feeling so constrained, but still do the activities that I have to do to move the business and myself forward. And doing this exercise, as I was going through my days, what it did is just make me super conscious about how I'm spending my time without feeling that feeling constrained about, because it gives me freedom to just be able to do things. But because I'm more conscious about my time, it pushes me to do something productive. Whereas if I'm just trying to guess what my day will look like, it's just kind of stressful, and I feel like I'm, always trying to catch up.
Yes, I think because I was recording my time, it made me so much more self-aware again of that time. So like I would finish eating breakfast, and since I wanted to record my day for this task, I was like, okay, I'm going to write down the time, and I ate from this time to this time, and I'm like, okay, now what's my next activity, So by me keeping aware of my time, I was like, oh, I saw it like valuable, I then realized my time is valuable. Like, where am I going to spend it? But like I said before, because I ended the year trying to track my time. And so I would do a Google Calendar. I started my Google Calendar, and I would put like 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. website. And I remember doing the website, and it's like, it's 7:30, and I'm like, oh shit, I only got 30 minutes left. I'm not even done with this website, but I have to move on to stay to my schedule, on the things that I want to do. But again, it was just very like stressful, very like hard, and it's like hard to keep with it, because at the end of the day, like, you want to have discipline, but I think the real discipline comes from you watching your time, you being self-aware of it and recording it. Because then again, like, you seeing it more valuable.
So I guess to sum everything up, the benefits that I saw from this is, one, you become more conscious of what your day looks like. If you try this, you'll find out that it's hard at first to write down what you do hour by hour. So one, it just makes you more aware. And two, at least what I felt was that it just gave me a lot more freedom, but it pushed me to do activities that still were productive for me.
And I think from you two, like, I think you guys got that little feeling as well, because that's exactly what you guys said. Like, I became a little bit more aware. Like, you guys use those words. Like, I became a little bit more aware of my time. And again, it's like, and again, as we were talking yesterday, like, it's hard to put like a specific time, because how are we going to guess our day? Like that's impossible. Like, of course, if you have like a schedule, like a work schedule, then you can put, okay, I'm going to go in at work at 7 a.m. and I'm gonna be. But when you're doing like other types of tasks, that's kind of like, like up to like, like you don't have a certain idea. It's just like you're restraining yourself, and I feel like that's what people do when they make these plans. Like for planning on the day ahead, is they just feel like they gotta stick to it.
Yeah, I definitely felt that yesterday when I was doing the website. Like after the gym, like I knew like, I know I have this much time left, so I'm like, well, pretty much I gotta just devote my time to that, like for the rest of the night.
For sure. And Crack got that feeling too.
No, yeah, definitely. I think you have to have certain things that you want to accomplish each day.
Of course.
But like you said, it varies with our freedom that we have. Postmates allows me to do whenever I want.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I have more important tasks, I'll probably do Postmates in the afternoon, or it just varies.
Yeah, exactly. And I would say, going back to anybody, who wants to do their own thing and just wants to run on their own time, I would say that the most difficult thing is managing your own time, because a lot of people need that structure, need to be told like what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. So that is one of the most difficult tasks of being an entrepreneur, or just being your own creator, even just doing like jobs where it's like Postmates and you have to manage your own time. It's a bit hard, because you have your own schedule. But again, I think by you recording it, I think where I got the most insight from doing this whole activity is by recording my day. Because that just made me, again, more self-aware of managing my time and how I'm going to spend it. And just like, okay, I'm done eating, record it, and it's like, I'll move on to my next task. Is there anything else we want to add?
Planning is guessing.
Planning is guessing.
So now, just to close this video, the guys, as we said, all of us have our goals. We didn't really take the time to go through each goal and replace things that we saw did not fit anymore. So we're not gonna record it, it's just gonna take too much time. But we're gonna take the time on our own to just look at our goals, figure what we're gonna take out, just like I did with writing. And that's kind of how we'll move forward, part of the process. And yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys found it helpful. As Jesus said, this is important for anyone who works from home. If you just start your own business, and really the main thing is you got to find what works for you. This is just an option that we found, and that the exercise itself, as Jesus said, he probably didn't find it as beneficial, but what he did find beneficial is that he just became more self-aware of his time. So yeah, find what works for you, but don't, just because someone says you need to plan your day ahead of time, you don't have to do it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.